Hello children, welcome to our learning class. Today we are going to learn about water cycle. Let us see the topics. Definition of water cycle diagram, stages of water cycle and some examples. Let's know what is the definition of water cycle. This is a definition of water cycle. For easy understanding, let me explain you the concept of water cycle. It is a continuous process by which water converts into water vapor and water vapor converts into water is called water. Let's have a look on diagram. This is a diagram of water cycle. Here you can see there are four different stages: the evaporation, condensation, precipitation and collection. Now we will learn the stages of water cycle. These are four stages of water cycle. Let us learn one by one. This is the water cycle. Now let us see the process how it is going to take place on the earth and atmosphere. First we talk about evaporation, how it is going to take place. On top left you can see the sun. Here sun plays the major role in this whole process. When the sun rays falls on all water bodies, here water bodies means the ocean, sea, lake, river, etc. These are all called the water bodies. So when sun rays falls on all water bodies, the water gets heated up. In this picture, can you see the blue lines and the green lines? It means the water from all the water bodies are slowly converted into water vapor and then moves to the atmosphere. This process is called evaporation. The process of converting water to water vapor is called evaporation. This is a definition of evaporation. So let us see with some examples. Let us know how evaporation is going to take place in our daily life. This is the best example for evaporation. Now let us know how evaporation is going to take place from these clothes. So when sun rays directly falls on the clothes get heated up. So slowly water from the clothes will get evaporated in the form of water vapor and goes into the atmosphere. Thus the clothes get dried due to sun's heat. Here water from the clothes are converted into water vapor in the atmosphere. Thus the evaporation has been taken place. Now let us go for the second example. Drying of wet hair. This is the second example for evaporation. Here blow dry will produce the heat. Due to heat from the blow dry, the wet hair will get dry. So water present in the hair will slowly converted into water vapor and goes to the atmosphere. Thus evaporation taken place. Now let us see what is condensation and its process. Children, now tell me, where is water vapor present? Exactly. Water vapor is present in the atmosphere. From atmosphere, it will goes to the clouds and settle there. We know that clouds are very cold. So water vapor in the clouds will convert into water droplets and settles in the clouds. Thus, the condensation is going to take place. The process of converting water vapor to water is called condensation. Let's have a second example. When we boil the water, water gets evaporated in the form of steam. You can see the water vapor on the lid. When the vapor cools down, it converts into water. You can observe in the glass there is a water. Thus, the condensation is taking place. It means the water vapor is converting into water. Let's have a second example. Just hold a small mirror in front of you and exhale your breath. Later you can see the foggy appearance on the mirror. See here, the water vapor coming from your mouth in the form of your breath, which is falling on the mirror. After it cooled down, it convert into water. So we can say that condensation is taking place. Third stage is precipitation. When clouds feel heavy, children, now tell me what is there in the clouds? Yes, answer is water. When clouds feel heavy, it throws the water back to the earth. Just like when you carry your school bags and you feel that it's very heavy, you will throw it down, right? In the same way, when clouds feel heavy, water will fall in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail. You can see in this picture how the precipitation is going to take place. The last stage is collection. See, again the water is coming back to the ground. So most of the water will soak in the underground and the rest will go into the ocean, rivers, lakes or streams. So again the water cycle will be repeated from earth to atmosphere and then atmosphere to earth.